No food has a stranglehold on the American imagination like the mighty burger.
This burger's as big as my head.
Across the nation, we just can't get enough hot, juicy meat crammed between our big, fluffy buns.
I feel like I need to roll my sleeves up to eat this.
Smell those juicy patties sizzling on the grill? That's the smell of freedom, my friend. But not all burgers are created equal.
Oh, man.
Only the best make it to Burger Paradise. There are burger places for every taste, from down home to highfalutin. But Brandon Baumscher, who runs B52 Burger and Brews just outside St. Paul, Minnesota, has a simple theory on what makes one a success.
It starts with the food. You've got to have a great burger. But beyond that, it's the experience. You've got to have people that make you feel welcome right when you walk in the door. That's what it's about.
You walk in here, it's lots of people. Everyone's rowdy, everyone's here for a good time, and the food's amazing.
The beer is flowing and the burgers are flipping nightly. But if you want to call yourself a premier burger bar in Minnesota, then you have to perfect the Juicy Lucy. It's a cheeseburger with the cheese stuffed inside. Why inside?
It warms you up on a cold Minnesota night. And we have a lot of cold Minnesota nights.
Juicy Lucy, it's a Minnesota tradition. We keep it very simple. Bun, burger with cheese in the middle. That's it.
As a native Minnesotan, I've had plenty of Juicy Lucy's in my lifetime, and this is a genuine Juicy Lucy.
The Juicy Lucy, with its gooey, cheesy center, is the perfect burger to offset those frozen prairie nights.
It might be 20 below outside, but inside this burger, it's molten lava. First step is to build the patty. If this goes wrong, your Juicy is done for. You got to be very precise and particular how you put it together.
Brandon measures out 2 hefty portions of ground beef, a quarter pound each to be exact, and then flattens them into tidy hockey pucks.
Once the patties are done, we pound them pretty flat so that we can add more cheese to the inside. We use the cheddar for that sharp punch. It's real sharp cheddar, very flavorful. We use the provolone for the consistency. Once we cook the burger, it allows the proper meltability.
And that, my burger-loving friends, is pretty much it. The 2 patties are joined together and cooked just long enough. A grilled egg bun, and we are done.
And there you go, B52's Juicy Lucy. Perfect for a cold Twin Cities winter night.
As I'm opening it up, you see all the different cheeses just kind of melting together and all of the flavors just kind of molding together, just making for the ultimate burger. Yeah.
I've heard that you need to wait a little while because you could get burnt by the cheese in the middle.
Well, if you bite in with reckless abandon, the cheese will shoot out the side of your face, and it will give you some nasty burns. Don't do that. Eat with care.
I have been a vegetarian for 2 years, but for this, it is worth it. That was really good.
Cheese is hot, kind of a good portion of cheese and meat.
Perfect.
I love it.
Very good.
Delicious.
The Juicy Lucy is definitely a freak show of fromagy flavor, but it is a mere prelude to the B52's most daunting dish, a tasty tidbit known as the mother of all burgers.
The Moab is a burger that will feed an entire family.
But if you want to try and eat it yourself, you might just win a little prize for your greedy efforts.
If you can eat the Moab and a large side of fries, we'll give you a free t-shirt. It'd probably have to be an extra large.
But before anyone can tackle that bad boy, someone's got to make it. It starts with bacon. Because it's bacon, what else do you need to know?
It's sizzling. It's cooking up. Not the healthiest of meats, but damn, it's good. This burger has a lot of meat, so now we're gonna put the patties on. 4 patties, each half a pound, each patty right here in the restaurant. So now we've got meat, and more meat. Now it's time for the pork. We're gonna put the pork on the flat top and get that going.
While that trifecta of meat sizzles away on the flat top, Brandon gives the pulled pork a little love.
Now it's time to add the barbecue sauce to the pork. This is our own secret recipe. I cannot tell you what it's made out of, but I think you're gonna like it.
The pork gets the sauce, and the burgers get some cheese, 2 slices each of cheddar and pepper jack. Those cheesy patties go onto a toasted bun that's more than a foot long, along with the bacon and the pork.
Just in case you thought this burger was too healthy, let's add a couple eggs. We cook the eggs over hard. We want you to eat this burger and not wear it.
The eggs are layered on and topped off with an onslaught of onion tanglers for crunch. Looks like this mother is just about done.
There she is, the mother of all burgers. Every once in a while, we like to throw a couple people up on stage.
All right, here we go. Bring in those burgers.
And see if they can eat the damn thing. 9 times out of 10, they can't.
I am starving. I want to eat. I'm hungry. Bring me my Moab and let me destroy it.
This burger is as big as my arm, but I'm pretty sure I can take her down.
3, 2, 1. The Moab is a challenge. It's a lot. More often than not, people fail miserably. Wrong pipe! Maybe 1 time out of 50, we'll get that magical character that walks through the door that in 1 sitting can put that whole thing down.
And the winner, and still undefeated champion, is the mother of all burgers.
Defeated me. I'm done.
There's no way I'm gonna finish this burger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you guys said you were hungry. Better luck next time, fellas. Hardcore hamburger hounds will tell you, don't judge a burger joint by the exterior. It's what's inside that counts. And what you'll find inside this place may be the freshest, best-kept secret in Southern California, the Capitol Burger.
Now I'm coming here 3-4 times a week. So I've been hooked.
You start eating them, you can't stop.
I have to take a bite.
LA Weekly wrote up an article that we were the old school best burgers in LA.
It doesn't get much more classic than the Capitol playbook. Bun, mustard, meat, cheese, salt and pepper, and hand-selected produce that could not be any fresher. What more do you need?
I literally handpicked the tomatoes. I handpicked the lettuce. I start at 12 o'clock in the morning. Sometimes I won't finish until 3, 4 o'clock in the morning.
I've been coming here about 8 years. I've never got a bad piece of lettuce. I've always got a fresh tomato.
As cliche as it sounds, you can really taste the history here. Every burger stands on the shoulders of the one that came before it, for a flavor tradition that goes back half a century.
Well, the previous burgers is actually about right here. All this juice right here from the burgers. That's where all the flavor's at.
They always cook the meat just right. They always leave the juices in there.
The mustard just has like an extra little tanginess to it.
Yeah.
This isn't like going to one of those chain store burger stands. You're going to taste every ingredient in this burger, and it's so fresh, so delicious.
Along with hand-dipped shakes and fresh-cut fries, you got your basic burger. And of course, the cheeseburger. Then there's the not-so-secret menu item, the chili burger. Featuring a scoop of Papa Stamos' meaty top secret recipe chili.
Well, the chili is a homemade recipe. My father's recipe, I should say.
What's that run? $1 or $2 more?
We don't charge extra for the chili.
It is seriously not about the money at Capitol, but the top secret thing is no joke. John is very tight-lipped about exactly what goes into Dad's chili.
Good luck trying to find out. It's like the Colonel's recipe. He'll never tell you.
Let's put it this way. There's a lot of meat in there. You know, a lot of meat. About 50 pounds worth of meat.
Seriously, the bomb. No, I'm about to lick the chili, and he said...
You could also go for the popular chili fry option.
You know, some people, I've heard that, you know, they would wear this as cologne, just dabble it a little behind the ear, but, you know, I don't blame them. But I don't think it'll attract the right type of crowd.
In a city of tourists and transplants, neighborhood institutions like Capitol Burger make it feel just like home.
We're just not a burger stand. We're part of the community. And I guess that's what makes it so special.
I've lived here all my life, and I've been to a lot of burgers. This is the one place that I'll always come back to.
Question: what happens when you cross a gourmet burger bar with a funky sushi joint? I'll give you a hint. It's something delicious. Few new burger spots have a bigger buzz than Cowfish in Charlotte. It's the most popular North Carolina mashup since tar met heels. But is it really? The boys at Cowfish back up their buzz with an amazing mashed up menu unlike anywhere else.
We knew we had the backbone, the sushi. We knew the gourmet burgers were awesome. And to take it to the next level, we said, burgushi.
Burgushi is like food feng shui. Marcus and Alan are the cheerleaders of this crazy group and like to get their hands dirty.
Marcus and I are both really hands-on, and sometimes it can be to a fault. We both want to be involved in the kitchen. We both want to be involved in design. Every aspect, we want to be part of it.
The mashups aren't always East meets West. Sometimes it's beef meets more beef. Like
good food, good burgers, good shakes.
The shakes! Did I mention the booze-infused shakes? Like the Island Breeze, fortified with rum and whiskey. Hey, as long as we're being decadent, might as well go all the way, right? And if you overindulge, no worries. Marcus will run you home on the Cowfish Party Bus.
What I say, Cal?
But if you think the fun ends there, you are mistaken. Chef David is about to go deep into the Carolina cookbook for Granny's Southern Pimento Cheeseburger.
My partner, Marcus Hall, who's an absolute cheese nut and an absolute family man, came at me and started going on and on about his grandma's pimento cheese.
I think I had Granny's Southern Pimento cheese in my milk bottle, in my baby bottle as a child.
Unlike the processed paste you find at most places down south, the pimento cheese at Cowfish is true handmade cheddar goodness. Big handfuls of shredded, aged sharp cheddar, a few jalapenos, and imported pimentos for color and a little kick, a dash of Worcestershire for depth, and of course, gobs of mayo.
And there you have it. That's Granny's Southern Pimento cheese.
They melt a big old mess of that on top of one of their badass burgers, then kick it into Southern Overdrive with fried green tomatoes and spicy bacon.
Oh my gosh. That is really good.
Really makes your mouth water and want another bite.
I think I like it with the bread instead of the bun. It makes it a lot more Southern.
Really complex flavors here. The pimento cheese, the jalapeno bacon, it's amazing. Specifically like the fried green tomato, just tops it off.
So when your taste buds are in the mood for adventure, you gotta try Cowfish, where the fun doesn't stop till the cows swim home. Now back in Southern California, in the San Fernando Valley, there's a burger so bitchin', it makes even non-Valley girls say, "Oh my God," at Outlaws Cafe. The perfect hideout for burger banditos in the last untamed corner of the Wild West. That's where owner Eric Moncars will whip you up some macho meat masterpieces. These are the burgers that not only prove God exists, but that he's not a vegetarian. Eric even drafted up.
Okay, now these are two burgers that you don't want to cut.
We seriously encourage people not to cut this burger.
Especially to their signature dish, the Outlaws Burger.
Trust me, I've seen many people eat these burgers. You don't want to do it.
Yeah, I know it's tempting, but here's the point. You don't start watching a movie in the middle, so don't start this work of art in the middle either.
You've got all these flavors working together. Each bite's a little bit different. It's worth eating from the outside in to take the time and go through the difficulty in managing this monster.
1 full pound of the highest quality Angus beef, stuffed with all sorts of tasty surprises. If you think they pack a lot of flavor into the Outlaws Burger, wait till you see the lengths they go to on their Hawaiian special.
This we turn into a burger.
Besides their namesake sandwich, the burger-slinging bandits in Outlaws Cafe, just outside of LA, also offer a tropical treat with a twist. It's the Hawaiian Burger, made with a ½ pound of coiled pork sausage, the preferred meat of luau's.
We're gonna go ahead and grill this, paint it with a little teriyaki glaze, and assemble a Hawaiian burger.
Then everything goes inside one of their fresh house-baked butter buns. Of course, you need a pineapple ring. Outlaws grills theirs with just a hint of cinnamon. then tops it with crispy flakes of roasted coconut, fresh avocado slices, and just a little more coconut. Okay, and some jalapeno bacon, 'cause why not? And quicker than you can say King Kamehameha.
Okay, surf's up.
It was crunchy and juicy, just like a bunch of juices, like after I took a bite out of it.
Definitely should bring a lot of napkins for this burger.
After taking a bite of this, I feel like I'm sitting on the beach in Maui. It's so good.
When I think about Hawaii, I don't think about beef. I think about pork.
The pineapple ring kind of sweetens things up a little bit, and then you got the jalapeno bacon, gives it a little bit of a kick to put it over the edge.
No wonder this place is called Outlaws. Burgers this good should be illegal. Meanwhile, up in Seattle, they're also disregarding basic burger laws, but with a scientific approach at Lunchbox Laboratory.
Somewhere there is a mad scientist coming up with ideas to blend things together. And
The burgers here are just insane. I have no idea where they come up with these ideas.
this place has the craziest burgers I've ever seen. And
Their ongoing research in the field of advanced burgerology has yielded some shockingly tasty results, the most awesome of which may be the Burger of the Gods.
When you take a bite, you go, oh my God, this is so good.
The process of finding this burger is we ate a lot of beef to get to it.
For a burger this heavenly, not just any beef will do.
We have 3 different... Our cooking process is a little unorthodox. Most people will cook a burger on a flat top or on a flame broiler. We like to cook our burgers in saute pans to really get a nice crust out of it.
Mounds of caramelized onions are another divine aspect of this dish. The local tech community feels right at home in the lab's scientific decor. The cocktails are served in real beakers, and the menu features fresh ground dork.
Duck plus pork equals dork. It is a gourmet burger that's mixed with duck and pork and some special ingredients, top secret ingredients.
Since you can't buy a duck-pork blend at your local grocery, the guys at Lunchbox mix their own. First, pork butt goes through the grinder, and then it's time for the duck.
We roast them in the oven to render a little bit of the duck fat off of there. We glaze it with a sesame ginger glaze and let that glaze really bake onto there, intensifying that flavor. It's gonna have a nice fattiness from the pork, richness from the duck. The sesame ginger glaze really brings out that nice Asian flair to it.
The dork patties are then put into a hot saute pan, seasoned with salt and pepper, and topped with jack cheese.
Cheese and duck might be a little unorthodox, but hey, we're Lunchbox Labs and we like to have fun with it. No rules.
That patty and cheese are topped with some of those sweet caramelized onions and some uber garlicky mayonnaise spread.
We sauce heavy here at the Labs. Who doesn't love a lot of sauce? That is the dork.
I've had burgers all over the city before, and I've never tasted anything like this anywhere else.
Super, super juicy, kind of messy, but I don't mind that. I love burgers, so.
It's like a cross between a pulled pork sandwich and duck pate. It's definitely close to a 5 out of 5 for originality.
Who knows what burger innovation will emerge from the Lunchbox Lab next? Meanwhile, out in Philly, there's great works of art being created on both sides of the kitchen door. Philadelphia, the city of brotherly love, and the city of burgery grub, especially at Sketchburger in Philadelphia's funky Fishtown neighborhood, where every dish comes with a side of creativity.
Sketch is about reliving your greatest childhood memories with big sloppy burger, fun fries, milkshakes, great sodas, just having the fun that you had as a kid all over again as an adult.
And what's more kid-friendly than sketch paper and a big old bucket of crayons? While the customers happily sketch, Phyllis is in the kitchen creating her own artistic masterpiece, the Cyclops Burger.
The Cyclops Burger is our most popular burger. It is called the Cyclops because of the yolk of the fried egg staring back at you like the one-eyed monster. This is an 8-ounce burger, and the blend that we use is a combination of brisket, short rib, and chuck. So it has a beautiful fattiness to it and everything luscious that you get from brisket and short rib.
That perfect patty is generously seasoned with a mix of salt, pepper, onion, and smoked paprika.
Then we have our extra thick double smoked bacon.
While that bacon snaps and crackles on the grill, Chef Phyllis adds another layer of flavor.
3 slices of a thick cut cheese.
With the melter doing its thing, Phyllis has time to whip up a batch of Sketch's famous harissa aioli.
Sauces are really important to the whole experience here, and I try and tell customers that it's mandatory, and I really get personally insulted when they just use ketchup.
Pureed garlic is added to a mayonnaise base, and then a little spicy magic.
This is the harissa, which is the magical ingredient of the whole dish. It's a combination of pureed arbol chilies, ground coriander, and ground caraway. This will blow your head off if you eat this straight. It's way hotter than hipster sriracha.
A squeeze of lemon is balanced out by a pinch of sugar, and we are good to go. With the sauce all set and the patty cooked to perfection, it's time to monsterfy this burger.
Okay, now we've got an extra large egg we use. Fry that up until the white is done.
A big squeeze of that harissa aioli, and this mythic masterpiece is done.
And here it is, looking right back at you, our beautiful Cyclops burger. It's a monster of a burger that won't kill you.
I'm like really guessing how this is gonna work out.
I think you gotta attack it. You just gotta go for it.
Ooh, wow. That was a really big bite.
On point. There's nothing wrong with this at all.
It's kind of like a nice little twist, almost like breakfast on your burger, kind of.
All of it together, just the cheese, the egg, it just mashes all together. It's its own legend, really.
The Cyclops isn't their only legendary burger. They also have one so big, so oniony, it will leave you with tears in your eyes. Tears of joy, that is.
Oh my God. That is so good. If you love onions, this is the burger for you, seriously.
So we have our customers who like things really big and sloppy. This is the burger for them.
The smashed onion burger.
Burger goes on the grill, seasoned, and then we come in with a very large, generous portion of thinly sliced onions. Then we come in with this bacon weight, and we gently press it on. We don't want to break apart the meat, because then the meat will not cook evenly.
That sexy patty is flipped over, revealing a gorgeous crust. It's left on the grill for another 10 minutes and covered to make sure the onions are good and wilted. Now it's time to say cheese.
So we're gonna add some horseradish cheddar this time. And what I like to recommend to our customers is to marry the flavor of the cheese with the flavor of the sauces. This is a wasabi sauce that we make. It has a little bit of heat, a little bit of tang, but it really is about the flavor of the horseradish. It's not about the hot. And here's the finished smashed onion burger. For all you lovers of big, messy onioning burgers, this one is for you.
It's like caramelized onions, so it has that sweet taste, but it also has just the regular oniony taste. So you get like everything in one burger. It's amazing. And the wasabi sauce just takes it up to just another level.
This burger is a monster. Yeah. Okay, pray for me.
I really like how juicy it is, and it always comes out perfectly.
Amazing.
This place may be called Sketch Burger, but that burger I had was a masterpiece.
We've seen a surprising array of burger toppings and stuffings so far, but at one Windy City joint, they're rethinking burgers from the outside in. In Chicago, patience really is a virtue. Cubs fans are practically born saying wait till next year. Luckily, there is some instant gratification available, less than 300 feet from the left field foul pole. At Rocket Burger.
Every burger at Rocket Burger is a gourmet burger.
The best thing about Rocket is that there's always a lot of energy here. And so, like, after a Cubs game, everyone comes in here. Before a Cubs game, The food is amazing.
For avid baseball and burger fans like these, not just any old snack will do. That's why Chef Amanda Downing prides herself on hitting each order out of the park.
You know what, I love burgers because they're like such a blank canvas. You can, kind of build and stack, change the bun, change all kinds of sorts of things to it. You just start with like a really good beef patty and then just kind of keep going with it.
I've had every burger on the menu, but my favorite is the mac and cheese attack.
What makes it so good? Oh, just mac and cheese. Or buns, that's all.
It's creamy on the inside, crunchy on the outside. All the combinations of the cheeses, it's just delicious.
These magic buns start out as good old mac and cheese.
So what we do is to make our cheese sauce, we start with heavy cream that we get hot. So it's already been warming here on the stove. And then we add 4 cheeses.
That's right, 4 cheeses. Cheddar and Jack for their creamy gooiness, along with Parmesan and blue cheese for a sharp, tangy bite.
And not everyone puts blue cheese in their mac and cheese, so that's, one of the little signature things that we do and not everybody else. Use a simple kosher salt and fresh ground black pepper. Meat's very flavorful. Even though it's a skinny patty, it still holds up well to the mac and cheese bun.
That rests on a bed of fresh lettuce and ripe tomato.
And then we add our spicy sriracha ketchup on top.
And a layer of green onions, which add just the perfect zing and crunch.
And that's our mac and cheeseburger.
There's so much cheese.
Oh my God, this is out of control.
Tasting the sriracha, the cheese, the crisp of the bun, and the really delicious meat.
The blue cheese and the mac and cheese definitely gives a really good sharp flavor. It's really crispy. I think this is my favorite part.
It's like biting into a piece of heaven.
Speaking of heaven, this next burger is for all the Chicago football fans.
Chicago's a big sports town. We love our Bears. So we named this burger in honor of the Chicago Bears, and we call it the Gridiron.
Amanda puts a large black Angus patty and smoky Polish sausage on the grill.
We try and get a nice mark on our sausage and our burgers. Nice little char on it, gives it a lot more flavor. This is bacon braised sauerkraut. So we already have the beef, we have some smoked sausage. We're gonna add a little bacon to it as well. There's also a little bit of onions in there, and we slowly cooked it so it's nice and braised and tender.
All that goodness is piled on a homemade pretzel bun with a healthy dose of spicy mustard.
The juices are just flowing, and it hits you all at once. It's the perfect combination with the sauerkraut and all the meat.
It's delicious. You can really taste the Polish sausage on it.
So next time you're near Wrigley with a hankering for something more than a hot dog, Rocket Burger awaits.
Definitely some of the best burgers in Chicago. No question about it.
But of course, Chicago isn't the only place where the burger revolution is raging. When hunger strikes in sunny South Florida, burger fans know grease is the word.
I don't even know where to begin. You might need a bigger knife.
This is the ideal place for your craft burgers, your craft beers. I mean, this is definitely a go-to spot.
They know what they're doing with the burgers.
Greece has great food, drinks, and a great crowd. What more could you ask for?
They unleash a big, sloppy, napkin-thrashing burger, guaranteed to leave you satisfied. I give you the Grease Beast. Is it big? Oh, it's big.
This burger's as big as my head.
You need a third hand for that.
The Grease Beast is so big, no mere bun can contain it. So Jordan starts with not 1, but 2 bacon grilled cheese sandwiches. Those flank a big 10-ounce patty. That's beefy, times 3.
Our burgers are a blend of ground sirloin, ground chuck, and ground beef brisket.
Great sandwich, if it ends there. But then he tricks it out with golden fries. crispy onion rings, gooey cheese sauce, and just a friendly drizzle of ranch.
I love this burger because it combines some of all the best comfort food all together in one burger.
In most places, you'd need a permit to build something this big.
And that's the grease piece.
Go for it, Aaron. That was a serious bite.
Oh my God.
Delicious, absolutely delicious. Did I get it in my hair? I would never eat this on a first date, that's for sure. Never. Too messy.
This is way more than a burger. We're talking about a burger between two sandwiches. Bacon, cheese, burger in the middle, fried onions. Oh, you can't go wrong.
This is vegan, right?
Vegetarians should also steer clear of Greece's next burger creation, made with meatloaf.
It's legitimately meatloaf wrapped in bacon with bacon on top.
And no offense, it's way better than your mom's.
Sorry, Mom.
Greece in West Palm Beach is Florida's premier burger brew pub, where they live by a simple motto: all you need is loaf. The delicious homemade meatloaf on their brother from another mother burger.
Now we're making...
Greece can't stop when it comes to burger innovations, like the nicely spicy Brinkman, topped with decadent slices of deep-fried bacon. Is that even legal?
The Brinkman is our 10-ounce burger patty. It's crunchy and salty and a little bit hot from the jalapenos.
I am a spicy addict, and this burger has everything you need to get the spice. Deep-fried bacon, jalapenos, and sriracha mayo. I mean, that is just heaven on a bun.
So if you think all they have in Florida is retirees and weird news stories, remember, they also have some insanely great burgers. Heck, this whole country does. From sea to shining sesame seed, you now have no excuse. Go get yourself something sizzling. The only question that remains is, do you want fries with that? Is it hot in here? Or is it just the food? Lately, menus across America are peppered with dishes so hot they could melt your fork.
Oh my God.
It's like hell in my mouth.
And not just the usual suspects. Even formerly tame treats have gotten the molten lava makeover, and there's no sign of this warming trend reversing.
Things people will consume just for a free t-shirt and a high five.
Which is just how we like it. In hot and spicy paradise. We start in Florida's Gulf Coast at Natali's, where they're cooking up a spicy marriage of Latin and Asian cuisine that will blow your mind.
Welcome to Natali's. Let's turn up the heat.
These two chefs have a friendly rivalry when it comes to their brand of spicy food. Who's the better cook?
I invented Timex.
But 12 different kinds of peppers. You heard me. I said 12.
We have Scotch bonnet greens, we have ghost peppers, high green, jalapeño de la sierra, serrano, habanero red. We have lady fingers, Hungarian lady fingers, more habaneros, chile de árbol, Thai pepper, chile guajillo, chile puya, chile piquín, and chile chipotle.
Yep, that ought to do it. A few get cut open to bake.
The reason we bake these is just to get all that deliciousness out of the seeds and make sure that it produces just a little more capsaicin for the soup.
While the peppers get pepped up in the oven, Allie fries up a batch of Scotch bonnets and habaneros. As the peppers come off the flat top, they're already flexing their heat muscles.
It's making my nose run, it's making my head sweat, and you'll notice I'm standing a little awkward. It's making a lot of my parts sweat.
So we've baked peppers and fried peppers, and now Allie is blending even more peppers together, all to create a soup so hot, it'll make your ancestors' eyes water.
Here we go.
Once blended, Allie has to go outside to fry the pepper paste.
Right now, we're making a hell of a lot more pain. All this steam you see here is the most painful thing that goes into the Inferno soup.
After that cooks down, Allie takes it back inside and adds it to a simple broth.
This is where we light up the soup.
That Inferno broth is added to a bowl of noodles, as if those might help with the burn.
This soup is extremely hot, but now we'll add just a little bit of the cool-off garnishes, just so that the customer doesn't feel bad about paying for it. Add a little flour just to make it pretty, and get ready to feel the burn.
Damn.
I get the straw.
Chili oil, chili flakes. It's red, it's angry. It looks like I just punched its mom.
It's really hot. Oh my God. It's good. I'm crying. It takes a minute. Wait for it. Wait for it. I'm gonna go in for another bite.
You got this.
They know how to burn. And I'm burning right now.
Oh my goodness.
Silly customers, the pain is the best part. Oh, but it burns so good.
I could use a towel or maybe a shoulder rub.
The brave few who finish this atomic taurine of terror, they walk away $100 richer.
You really think I want to give you... Hey, take it easy, man.
Hottest thing I've ever eaten, but absolutely the most delicious.
You've proven to be the better man.
If not, it's into the Hall of Shame.
Inflicting pain on people is just so rewarding sometimes. I don't want to get emotional. It might just be the pepper. It's hot.
Now we venture into the epicenter of hot, Southern California, in the city of Duarte. Slaw Dog's owner, Raymond Byrne, is on a spirit quest to create the ultimate spicy hot dog.
Woo! That'll wake you up in a hurry.
That's an eye opener.
I love how I could take a hot dog and add spicy things, add tangy things, add gooey things, and all together, it ends up being like a symphony in your mouth every time.
Ray is opening people's eyes to all a hot dog can be, and he's doing it from his funky shop, set alongside another American classic, Route 66.
I get to be that old-timey hot dog stand, and that draws all the great local flavor of classic cars, all that classic Americana, the throwback of hot dogs, comfort food, all under one roof.
You can build your own dog, or pick one of Ray's taste bud torching creations. One of his most requested, the supremely spicy Hulk Dog. It starts with the scariest of all peppers, the ghost pepper. For the uninitiated, the ghost pepper is pretty much one of the hottest naturally growing foods known to man.
We start with our ghost pepper sausage. So we have an amazing pork hot link, and if you're not familiar with the ghost pepper, it's actually the spiciest pepper available. I mean, if you want something that's gonna really knock your socks off, the ghost pepper in there is just gonna blow your mouth on fire and still give you all that amazing flavor from the pork sausage.
While the ghost pepper link is grilled to tongue-numbing perfection, Ray throws some bacon on the flat top. But this ain't your average slice of cured pork. Oh no.
We just take our regular bacon, chuck that right out the window, and kick it up with a little jalapeno bacon. Center cut, infused with that real nice jalapeno heat.
Another layer of fire comes in with a grilled pasilla pepper. That's topped with pepper jack cheese.
Besides tons of awesome heat, we also want to really get that nice little crispy crunch, that nice little gooey comfort satisfaction, and the snappy dog all together. Let's add some grilled onions. This is just layering flavor upon flavor upon flavor.
This Hulk dog comes together in a spicy stack of ghost pepper sausage, chipotle mayo, and the pasilla jack melt, along with yet another wave of heat in the form of jalapenos.
I know it sounds pretty sick to add all these different spices on top of one dog. You may think that'll just blow out your taste buds, but when you try it, it's incredible because every single layer of flavor is there. but still you get that sweet, sweet burn.
Ray's not putting on the brakes yet. Here comes tomatillo salsa and a scoop of habanero pickled onion coleslaw. Dogs need slaw. Is the slaw dog's law?
This dog has layer upon layer of chili, heat, flavor, tanginess, gooiness, everything that you'd ever want in a spicy dog. But it is called the Hulk after all, so we need to make it angrier. Let's get it really angry with some intense chili sauce.
If you're scared of peppers, you don't want to mess with this one.
One of my favorite things about the Hulk is watching other people's reaction when they first bite into it.
This is the spiciest thing I've ever eaten.
I see a tear. I see a tear.
Am I crying yet?
As all that heat from the ghost pepper starts sinking in, you see the sweat start to form, and you kind of wonder if it's too hot for them.
Seriously, no!
Make sure you're okay to drive home, okay?
They're turning red. I asked if there's an ambulance on standby. I don't see it.
Ready for another extreme blast of flavor? Ray's got you covered with the C4 dog. This detonation of fiery goodness starts with, what else? That ghost pepper sausage, along with some jalapeno bacon and a few tater tots riding shotgun.
So we're gonna add our ghost pepper hot link right to the fryer, and that's gonna make that casing extra crispy, extra snappy, and I think even enhance the flavor of all the chilies and peppers inside. The reason we put it on the tortilla is there's just so much awesomeness on that, no bun can hold it.
That tortilla gets loaded up with some house-made beer chili and a little bit of that ooey gooey Ray loves, cheddar and pepper jack cheese.
Now we're gonna take some of this delicious pastrami, and that's gonna go right on top of the dog. We have so many different layers of heat and flavor in this one that I also add an egg, just because the gooiness of the yolk is gonna make a delicious creamy sauce to help cool the burn.
Ray lays down a few tots, the split dog, and some fiery habanero slices to wrap things up.
Very spicy. Oh. Hey.
I love eating spicy food because it just makes me want more, more, and more. The sweat, the adrenaline, the endorphin rush. Wow.
Smoke you got ears. What happened?
Makes me want to just take a ghost pepper right now and eat it.
There's a burning sensation happening inside me. I don't know if it's from kissing you or the hot dog.
Get your fans ready, because we're heading to the South, where they know a little something about heat.
My lips are begging for mercy right now.
We're dropping into a roadside shack with spicy chicken so good, you'll be begging for more.
All you can say is, thank you, sir, may I have another?
Why, yes. Yes, you may. For a real kiss of fire, let's head to the country music capital of the world, Nashville. Where not even the shade of a rhinestone cowboy hat will bring relief from the wrath of hot fried chicken.
Woo! With pain like that, all you can say is, thank you, sir, may I have another?
I've been to all the hot chicken places around Nashville, and this place is absolutely the hottest.
That's right. For the hottest hot chicken in town, head on over to this little old roadside shack, run by the one and only Bolton and his partner in poultry, Dolly.
Welcome to Bolton's.
Why, the chicken is good and hot. Hot as hell.
At this hot chicken shack, there's no waiver to sign.
You're eating it at your own risk now.
I'll take my chances.
Okay, all right.
Just fair warning from the man himself.
People come all over the world just to see, am I really this hot?
You can get the hottest thing at any restaurant chain, and it's not going to be remotely as hot as this.
And when they leave out the door, they say, you was telling us the truth. You are the hot.
The secret recipe was handed down from Bolton's uncle, and in a town full of hot chicken joints, the mysteries of what makes this bird so spicy remain top secret. That magical blend of peppers and love goes into the pot, along with chicken breasts and legs. Then, Bolton adds another magic touch.
It's another secret to make the chicken hot all the way through.
This chicken is getting more mysterious by the minute.
I hate to do this.
Come on, just tell me.
But you take and split it in half.
What happens when you split it in half?
I don't like telling you that.
And he's
That's all
still
I'm
not telling you all of it because it's not telling you where he split it in half.
Dang, the suspects in Zero Dark 30 gave up secrets faster than these two. How about this? What's in the coating?
I got a little something in the flour too.
What are those ingredients?
I don't really know, but I got
Special seasonings.
it's special. It's the love.
And you notice everything about us is special.
Yeah, no kidding. But the special doesn't stop there. Bolton's hot chickens get their first infusion of flavor from a pair of remarkable pans.
These skillets are 75 years old. They got all the ingredients in here. All I do is flip the grease and start back cooking. Never mess with the ingredients in it.
With the skill of a master mechanic, Bolton fine-tunes these birds until they meet his exacting standards.
The heat has to go all the way through. So if you want it faster than 15 to 20 minutes, you have to go to some other little small place. It just ain't no 1 minute thing.
It's all about keeping them evenly cooked and making sure that the skin gets locked in place.
When I bring it up out of this grease, that makes the salt lock, so it won't be falling out in your hands.
It's almost time to take it from the frying pan into the fire bath. At Bolton's, how spicy you get your chicken is up to you.
Hot, light mild, regular, or extra hot, or medium. I can go any level you want to be.
Whatever temperature you choose, all the heat comes from this little shaker filled with, say it with me, a secret spice.
This brings the heat, this turns it on.
It's not for the faint of heart, because it gives
Chicken so hot it'll burn your damn lips off? Whew. You know where to go, but keep it under your hat. It's kind of a secret. Our next heat-seeking mission takes us to the cold concrete canyons of San Francisco's financial district. In a tiny convenience store, this is the last place you'd expect to find two of the hottest cuisines forging an unholy alliance. But that's exactly where chef and owner John Park of John's Snack and Deli is turning tongues into cinders.
We make the hottest burrito in town called Suicide Volcano Burrito and has a ghost chili inside, and that will knock you out.
That's right, the Volcano Suicide Burrito. John does Mexican food with a Korean accent, like kalbi tacos, or burritos stuffed with bulgogi beef and buttery kimchi fried rice. And it all comes in a hybrid hot sauce that combines the best of the Southwest and the Far East. Kind of a pico de gochujang. John calls it Volcano Suicide Sauce. The best part about suicide sauce is you don't have to kill yourself making it. It's easy. Start with some seriously hot habaneros.
I never knew about the habanero until I went to Arizona. I went to school there, and they had all this Southwest spicy food, and that's when I had the taste of habanero. And I need 1 cup of it, okay? So that's about 1 cup. And then we use a red paste sauce, which is gochujang sauce. It's a Korean sauce. And I use a fresh garlic, and I don't peel my garlic, so I just put the whole garlic in and I just break it in pieces.
A little sesame oil, a little salt, and the hottest ingredient of all, ghost peppers. Not just 1 or 2, but a whole butt ton of them.
The more, the better. Spiciness and torture.
So just how hot is it?
Wow, it is spicy. Woo! It tingles my skins, and I got that zing feeling in my whole body right now.
Woo! Oh man, it's everything, all my senses are like numbing right now.
So spicy.
My nose is getting runny a little bit. Woo!
I see why they call it the volcano burrito. It's like lava going down into my stomach.
I love my customer, but I like to torture my customer too.
And also, I want to say something about the portion here. It's big. This is really, in Asia, you get this. Here, you get like this.
Whoa.
If you think that's hot, we've got wings so hellish, the only way to get them is to sell your soul.
Thanks.
Okay, not really. But you do have to sign a waiver to enter the 7 Deadly Wing Challenge.
When somebody sees a 7 Deadly Wing Challenge, I want them to be scared.
He's in.
Oh my God. Come on, man. Gotta read the fine print.
Famous last words, dude. In the heart of the Northwest, Seattle is known for its peaceful, serene, lush surroundings. But it's also where you'll find chicken wings forged in the Devil's Smelter. Prepare to abandon all feeling in your mouth, ye who dare enter Wing Dome.
Here at the Wing Dome, we're all about the fire. We have the spiciest sauces in the Northwest.
You got your families, students, business types. Everyone loves coming to Wing Dome.
To Wings.
These are the dankest wings in the universe.
Sauce is kind of tangy, but there's enough of a kick into it to let you know you're still eating a good wing.
I don't think you can get this combination of food anywhere else in Seattle.
These sauces range in heat from 1, child's play, to 7, make your daddy cry. And you best believe they will ring your bell.
So as you go through our alarm sauces, it's like the Richter scale for earthquakes. They go exponentially, so they slowly grow as they go up.
From 1 through 3, we're talking standard heat, like what you might expect from your average chicken wings. 4 and 5 get an extra kick of habanero. That makes them muy picante, but that's a real treat for pepper lovers.
I feel like heat is a fourth element of flavor because, you know, you can taste, you can smell, you get messy, but it adds another element to your eating.
And if 5 and 6 don't make your head explode, then lucky number 7 will surely bring the pain.
7 is going to be everything, all this combined, wrapped up into one times like 150,000. Everything from jalapeno puree to habanero puree to habanero powder, which is extracted straight from it. Crushed red peppers, garlic powder, onion powder, secret sauce. It is napalm going through your body.
Think you can handle the Herculean heat of all 7 insanely spicy levels of this sauce?
Thanks.
Then put the napalm where your mouth is and enter the Wing Dome Challenge.
7 Deadly Wing Challenge rates at 350,000 on Scoville, while just a jalapeno only rates at 8,000. So it's very, very, very gnarly.
Making the hottest sauce on the menu takes some real heavy hitters. Let's start with the basics. 2 tablespoons garlic powder, onion powder, a dash of cumin, and some black cracked pepper. Next, the lifeblood of every wing worth its sauce, cayenne pepper. Next up, Wing Dome's special house-made hot sauce.
This is our secret ingredient. Pops really well, it's super strong. It's not overbearing, but it's enough that you want to have it in every one of our sauces. So next up, pureed horseradish, pureed jalapenos, cracked red peppers.
Then habaneros heat things up 3 ways. Minced habaneros, habanero puree, and habanero extract. Ay, ay, ay.
This right here, add a little bit of water and some aerosol, you got pepper spray. Usually you have to wear gloves, but I'm going to chance it. This stuff is so hot. Like right now it's burning my nose, I can smell it. It's so gnarly. So gnarly.
Once the devilish dressing has been conjured, Josh dunks in 7 meaty wings.
There are some people that love pain for some reason, I don't know why.
Just when you thought it was over, evil takes flight with an airborne overdose of more minced habaneros and a devilish dusting of cayenne.
So in order to win our 7 Deadly Wing Challenge, you have to turn this into this.
And did we mention you only have 7 minutes to finish?
Oh, and they have habanero on top. Excellent.
Can't wipe my face, so how do I get it off my face?
You wait until the end and then you go wipe your face. When somebody sees a 7 Deadly Wing Challenge, I want them to be scared.
3 winged warriors enter. Brett, Matt, and Christian.
All right, Matt. You have 7 minutes on this here timer.
Ready, set, go.
He's in. Oh my God.
Woo. You got the shakes already?
Keep going.
Oh no. I'm so sorry.
Oh, come on, man. Clean that one up a little bit.
Feel like Conan.
All the meat, all the sauce, all your fingers and everything.
Like a headbutt a ram.
I need a beer.
You don't get a beer until you're done.
And after a measly wing and a half, Brett is done.
Oh, I'm saying, Uncle.
You're done? He failed!
Flat Top Matt is next to flame out. But our boy Christian, a.k.a. Conan, goes barbaric on those bad boys.
One. I take it.
That's what a winner looks like.
Tastes like there's an atomic bomb in my mouth right now.
You look like a Joker.
Oh my God.
Things people will do and consume just for a free t-shirt and a high five.
All right.
Good job, man.
Although they specialize in hot chicks, Wingdome grills up one hell of a burger, too.
5-alarm jalapeno burger is not as hot as our 7-alarm wings, but it still has our 5-alarm sauce in it, which is, you know, a couple steps down, still super, super hot, though.
They take a 6-ounce ground chuck patty and cover it in a special house-made seasoning.
It comes out with this amazing, amazing flavor that makes all of our proteins pop really, really well.
You know what else pops really well? A triple deck of pepper jack cheese, followed by 2 slices of Happy.
Northwest cut, good old bacon.
And next, what makes this kitten purr? A gob of Wingdome's house-made jalapeno mayo.
Even this mayonnaise brings the fire.
But this inferno doesn't fizzle out there. A fresh coat of head-spinning 5-alarm hot sauce envelops this meaty masterpiece. And to appease those capsaicin crazies, a stack of beer-battered jalapeno and onion strips. I'm working up a sweat just talking about it.
This is our 5-alarm jalapeno burger, and it'll hurt you ever so gently.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, it's so good.
There's the spice in that bite.
Get the jalapenos on the top, you get the spicy sauce, and I've never had mayonnaise that was spicy before.
The fried jalapenos definitely add an extra kick. I can definitely feel it.
Makes me not want to breathe.
It's delicious.
So let's make sure we got the spectrum of the Wingdome experience. 7 flaming sauces? Check.
Oh my God.
Grown men weeping? Check.
Are you going to be back to try it again?
No.
Glass of milk and a t-shirt? Got it. When it comes to fiery fun, there's no place like Dome.
Can we get some more milk?
Meanwhile, down on the bayou, if regular oysters are an aphrodisiac, then these spicy suckers are gonna set your pants on fire. Down in the delta of the Mississippi River, the temperature is raging in Cajun country. Baton Rouge, capital of one of the hottest states in the Union, and home to Don's Seafood.
This is the way we do it in Louisiana.
Whether it's crawdads, shrimp, or oysters, folks down here love their seafood fresh, and they love it spicy.
Fire in the hole.
Spicy food.
Woo! Please give me some water.
Don Landry started the family biz more than 80 years ago. These days, his nephew Duke is at the helm.
We started Cajun cooking before they even called it Cajun cooking. They did Cajun when Cajun wasn't cool yet.
Oysters are a Louisiana tradition, and Duke is a champion shucker from way back.
You're not only going to get the Cajun cooking, you're going to get the Cajun experience. I mean, we've got the fire going on the char broiler. We've got the guys back here shucking oysters, myself included, you know, and people just going at it like crazy.
And they're all going crazy for the hottest thing on the menu, jacked up oysters. Jalapeno are the heat source of choice for proper oyster jackification, delivered to you hella hot via endless rivers of rich melted butter.
Oh yeah, you gotta have butter with everything in Louisiana. Now we're gonna go in with our jalapeno peppers, followed by our chopped garlic. Gotta have that in every Louisiana dish.
Jalapenos are hot, but not Louisiana hot. So Don adds cayenne pepper and the family's very own Cajun seasoning.
We're gonna add a little bit of this just for Uncle Don.
Chicken stock and lemon juice go in next. Then it's all blended into a buttery ambrosia with a jalapeno heat that sneaks up on you.
Beautiful. Ooh, that's smooth. But hot.
Duke hands that butter and the freshly shucked oysters over to Grill Master Robert so he can do his thing. And here, rocking the grill is definitely a spectator sport.
All right, what I'm fixing to do, I'm gonna cook some of our famous Don's jacked up oysters here. We're gonna layer our oysters back on the charbroiler here to get the shells good and hot. This is our Don jalapeno sauce to give them our jacked up flavor.
Next, Robert adds a pepper jack cheese and bacon bit mixture. Lastly, a few more jalapenos for that little extra something-something.
This will give it a wow factor. That cheese will start melting on top of that oyster. And the oyster starts cooking up. It's gonna melt inside that oyster with that jalapeno sauce and that Cajun butter. They're good. Hot and yum. Golly.
Woo! Good spicy hot oysters.
How spicy are these oysters? Just ask the mayor of Baton Rouge.
That is hot. The peppers are hot. Now, I'm a politician, and a politician is used to being on the hot seat. You're on a different hot seat when you eat this.
If you're Louisianian, you have to like spice. Have to.
Wow. Holy jalapenos. That is so spicy.
Those jacked up oysters are such a hit that Duke also does a riff on the dish with another Bayou staple, Gulf shrimp.
Okay, the big difference from our jacked up shrimp to our jacked up oysters is that the jacked up shrimp are flat grilled and then baked.
Duke pulls the shrimp off the grill and places them in an escargot pan and ladles on more of that Cajun butter.
All right, now we're gonna pack in our cheese with our bacon bits, and that pepper jack with our Cajun seasoned butter. Good and tight, because when it hits that oven, that cheese is just gonna melt down in there and it's gonna sink. It's gonna be a beautiful presentation.
Into a hot oven to bake, and who dat?
Sort of like melt in your mouth.
This is hot.
Now that we've sufficiently whet your appetite for spice,
oh my God,
prepare yourself for the hottest thing between two buns.
My tongue is on fire.
The 50 Alarm Burger.
Ooh, stings right here.
They say if you can't stand the heat, get out of the kitchen. But if heat's your thing, get to Pasadena, where the average daily high is in the 90s, and inside Slater's 50/50, it's even hotter.
Wow.
Thank you. Thank you.
My name's Scott Slater. I'm the owner and founder of Slater's 50/50, and this is Slater's 50/50 Pasadena.
Most places that specialize in spicy are only concerned about inflating the heat factor. Flavor be damned. Not so at Slater's, because what's the point if it doesn't taste good?
Some things are so hot, they're obnoxious, they don't taste good, but this has actually got really good flavor.
It's hot with flavor. It's not hot for no reason.
I didn't want the spicy burger, but now I'm eating his, so I think I'm gonna keep it.
By far the most challenging of Slater's blazing hot burgers is the incomparable, uncompromising, inextinguishable 50 Alarm Burger.
The 50 Alarm Burger is the epitome of accessory. We took what was great with the Flamin' Hot Burger, we took it up 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 notches.
This one packs a patty and cheese that are both loaded with those ghastly ghost peppers, which clock in at right around 1 million on the Scoville scale. That's halfway between standard hot sauce and police-grade pepper spray. Not only does Brad wear gloves to make it, you have to wear gloves to eat it, and of course, sign a waiver.
Here it is. I've signed away my life.
When your dinner involves legal paperwork, you know you're in for it. It starts with the heat of the fire beef patty.
What we have inside here is we have some peppers, a little bit of seasoned salt, some cumin, of course, and of course, ghost chili. That's what really brings the heat with this one. I made the mistake of mixing this without gloves once, and that burn didn't go away for some time, so I'll never do that again. Everybody does a hot burger with peppers and spices on top of the meat. What we wanted to do is incorporate the spices and the peppers inside the meat, so it really is that fire burger.
But from there, things just get mental.
Anybody can do a jalapeno popper, so here at Slater's 50-50, we're doing habanero poppers.
That goes on a fresh toasted brioche bun, along with some of their habanero bacon jam. And what's in that exactly?
We've got habaneros in here, we've got some cooked bacon, some carrots, some onions, some garlic, tons of flavor and tons of heat. We're gonna add some more habaneros on there with the habanero poppers. We've got our habanero bacon jam, our carne asada fire patty, the fresh jalapenos all the way around here, the habanero poppers, and some more of that habanero bacon jam. There's no escaping this heat.
Now it's time to find out just who's got a set of asbestos tonsils.
Yeah, I can feel it. My tongue is on fire.
My whole inside of my mouth is hot, and it's now starting to affect my eyes and my nose.
I think I'm crying. Am I crying?
I feel uncomfortable. I need to go lay down. It's really intense. All right, one more bite. We're going in.
That was literally the hottest thing I've ever had, but at the same time, the most delicious thing. You still have flavor, and you have heat, and you have fire, and you have all these other physiological emotions that I can't even begin to explain that I've never experienced before, and it was awesome.
On the tamer end of the spectrum is the tangy and trendy sriracha burger.
We've got some sriracha bacon ribbons, then we've got sriracha mayo on top of here. We're gonna put some more sriracha on the burger itself.
It's beautiful.
I went with the sriracha burger because it seemed like it would be the mildest one. Sounded good. It's making me sweat. I'm like really sweating. I'm like ridiculous right now.
In the mid-range of the Scoville scale is their Flamin' Hot Burger.
We are gonna start off with the same carne asada fire beef patty.
This one's got pepper jack cheese, roasted green chili, smoky chipotle adobo mayo, and jalapeno poppers, which accents the spicy fire beef just right. Super flavorful, but zesty enough to let you know you're alive.
The Flamin' Hot is absolutely my favorite. It's been on the menu since day one. You know you're eating something spicy, and it's just an all-around, well-rounded, spicy burger.
It's just got a smooth hotness to it, which isn't that much, and the flavor takes over the spiciness. Freaking delicious, dude.
I'm not even kidding, dude. That was really good.
And if the heat ever gets to be too much, you can always cool down with a nice, refreshing beer.
Oh gosh. It stings right here.
Oops, forgot to mention, a lot of the beers on the menu are spicy too. Super sorry.
Now I gotta wash it down with spicy beer.
I never knew you could feel beer right here.
Beer is about the last frosty cool down you'd expect to go all caliente crazy with the pungent peppers. But there's one even weirder. That too ice cream? After all this flaming, mouth-frying fare, it's time for a welcome cool down. At Sunny Skies Ice Cream in Angier, North Carolina, they've got what you need.
Oh my God.
Oh man.
It's like hell in my mouth.
Oh, Lord. My eyes are watering.
That's hot stuff, man.
If what you need is to melt your teeth out, besides over 100 feel-good flavors of ice cream, they also offer 2 fiery blends, sure to scorch even the most seasoned fire eaters. Meet Scott and his little friend Cold Sweat.
Can I get a sample of the Cold Sweat?
Sure, if you want to sign that, and there's the waiver.
All right.
And there's that. Let me get the sample for you.
Okay.
This is an ice cream conundrum. One so sweet and so spicy, you have to sign a waiver just for a sample.
This Cold Sweat ice cream is no joke. It's serious.
And what exactly makes this concoction so serious? Oh, no big deal. Just 3 of the hottest peppers on earth. Pekin, Thai chili, and habanero.
This little Pekin pepper carries a real big punch, and it can hurt you. The habanero pepper, I think, can kill you. And that's no lie.
The peppers are stemmed and sliced, but not seeded. That would rob them of too much of their potency. And because the peppers alone aren't hot enough, Scott marinates them in, what else? Hot sauce.
I've taken fire, stuffed it with fire, and marinated in fire. If I tried to eat this, I don't think I could live through it. I honestly don't.
While those peppers soak, Scott mixes up the ice cream. The base is standard stuff, just milk, cream, and sugar. But from there, it's anything but ordinary.
All right, we're gonna start with Blair's Megadeth. We'll probably get a little messy on this one. All of these hot sauces are respected in the world of heat. All right, the next step is gonna be the Dave's Insanity sauce. We're gonna pour this in here. This is one product you do not lick the spatula after you make. The last sauce comes in the coffin. This is the Dave's Insanity, but it's the private reserve. I think every year they try and make it a little hotter.
It's all blended together and put into the batch freezer. 10 minutes later, and this stuff is soft serve ice cream born in hell.
Now it's time to add the good stuff. We're adding a whole bunch of fire right here. We try and get this layer throughout, so the whole way through, you're gonna be able to pull whatever peppers you want or whatever peppers they're gonna sample.
This batch of cold sweat sets up in the freezer, and 24 hours later, it's ready for all those who dare to try.
Oh my gosh. It's nuts.
I don't want to breathe. It's hot. I'm not going to be doing the next challenge.
I'm definitely willing to try the next one. I think I want to do that. What do you think, babe?
Go for it.
Yeah?
That's right, the next one, because this first one just wasn't hot enough. This scorching scoop is called, for reasons you'll have to figure out for yourself, exit wound. Exit wound starts out like cold sweat with a blend of 3 peppers. But from there, things get so hot, so intense, that Scott has to finish mixing it up outside. If he tried to do it indoors, the fumes would knock him out. Seriously.
We are definitely trying to shut people down on this one. Once they qualify for cold sweat, this one right here should stop them in their tracks. This is a Dave's Ghost Pepper, okay? According to the Scoville scale, they say the ghost pepper is 3 times hotter than a habanero. I think once you're at that point, what's the difference? You're gonna die.
For this ice cream blend, Scott has a special, some might call sadistic kind of torture in store.
This is the oleo resin they put in pepper spray. They have to dilute it, we just put it in. This is what really makes it nuclear. I do not want to touch my skin. I have to be real careful. I cannot breathe the vapors in this.
From there, it's handled just like cold sweat, but much, much more carefully.
Oh.
Oh my God. Oh man.
Oh, my ears are ringing. My throat feels like it's...
Holy cow. This may be the hottest thing I have ever put in my mouth, and I have been around the world.
Mommy!
Sorry, not even Mommy can save you from the wrath of capsaicin. Like we've seen all across the spicy paradise pepper sphere, there's just no hiding when the heat is on.
It's really hot.
When it comes to variety and versatility, you can't beat the mighty sandwich. There's no wrong thing you can put on one.
So good.
See, these aren't just 2 slices of bread.
Oh my God.
They're your first-class tickets to sandwich paradise.
Ooh, well, I could eat this for breakfast, lunch, and dinner.
I can't imagine a better sandwich.
Just over the Blue Ridge Mountains of North Carolina, where the French Broad River meets the Swananoa, you'll find Asheville. Where at 12 Bone Smokehouse, they're crafting sandwich masterpieces Michelangelo would marvel at.
We pump a lot of pork out of this place, especially in summertime. You know, we do upwards of a couple hundred pork plates a day.
There's always a line out the door.
On any given day, it would behoove you to get here early.
They love our barbecue, but our sandwiches are a hit as well.
And in this corner, the Hogzilla.
Our Hogzilla is definitely our flagship sandwich. It's really pork to the 3rd power.
Now that's the kind of math you can sink your teeth into.
If you're ever struggling to figure out what to order, you can't go wrong by going with the Hogzilla. It has all the flavors all in one sandwich.
It's like eating the whole menu at one time.
This little piggy starts with the 3 Ps.
We've got pork butt, bacon, and pork brats. We're gonna start out with our pork butt. We've got our pork butt rub. As you can see, it's got a lot of different spices, cayenne, chili powder, mustard powder, black pepper, and whatnot.
Those spices get mixed with water to create a flavorful wet rub that soaks the pork butt.
We're just gonna really coat it. All right, from here, we're gonna take it and put it in the smoker. It's gonna cook for 13 hours, and that's where the magic happens.
Bring on the bacon.
Bacon is amazing the way it is, but we kind of take it to the next level.
A brown sugar coating gets this bacon shaken. Then the oven solidifies her meat candy status. Meanwhile, homemade pork brats get a little quality time, smoking at 200 degrees for an hour and a half. Now that they're all smoked out, it's time to get these pork stars in concert.
All right, so you can see here, all the flavors are cooked in. All the rub is nice and caramelized on the outside edges. Nice, delicious porky goodness.
Next, Brian grabs a fresh hoagie roll, sliced, buttered, and placed on the flat top to brown. A half-split brat is then charred on the grill. And then, the power couple. Pepper jack cheese and crispy candied bacon become one, joined in sweet, savory matrimony. Enough teasing. Let's grab the pork butt and sausage and amass this beautiful beast. Hog pile!
Here's the Hogzilla. Don't worry about making a mess.
Oh my gosh.
This is huge.
There's just one way to eat it. I think this is the best barbecue sandwich I've ever taken a bite of in my life.
Delicious.
I love the thickness of the bacon. It just brings a texture to the sandwich that makes it all come together. Very good.
The way I hold it makes my wife jealous.
What's really great about the texture is the juice running down my chin.
I'm impressed. I don't think I could fit that much meat in my mouth.
Moving on to a romantic rendezvous with smoked turkey sandwich.
You really have to take it with both hands like this and just take a bite.
This time around, a hunk of turkey breast is decorated in brown sugar and a liberal coating of spices: cayenne, paprika, onion powder, garlic, and basil.
You know, it's going to give it a nice aromatic flavor.
Then it's smoked at 140 degrees for 2 hours. Before we can call it a sandwich, Brian readies the team. 5 ounces of smoked turkey sizzle on the flat top. Next, a pop of pesto mayo, made fresh in-house.
Now we're going to throw the turkey on top. A couple pieces of bacon on top of there.
Finally, this work of art is topped with a few chunky slices of creamy brie.
It's just going to give it a nice creaminess. It's going to melt on there. You're going to have a nice gooey part of the sandwich. I mean, look at that. Delicious.
I think my favorite thing about the sandwich is just a combination of textures and then smoky and sweet together.
Very flavorful. And just the way that the moisture from the meats with the cheese and the pesto mayo sauce blend together, it's very savory.
And then the brie, the melted brie is really good.
It just really adds a great creamy texture to the whole thing.
Around here, it takes a village to feed a village. No buts about it. 12 bones goes the whole hog, and then some.
This is the best sandwich in America, hands down.
Total comfort food. I'm gonna feel all warm and fuzzy inside after this.
Comfort food is great, unless you live in a fast-paced city like Los Angeles. Who has time to eat? East Coast boy Josh Stone, that's who.
We're making sandwiches over here.
Fat Sal's is bringing a unique New Jersey treat to the tanned and toned masses: the Fat Sandwich.
Fat sandwich is a sandwich that has a multitude of different ingredients, condiments, and sides, all in the same sandwich.
The Fat Sandwich originated at New Jersey's Rutgers University in the 1980s, when so-called grease trucks parked right on campus to feed hungry students big sandwiches.
So a typical sandwich could be cheesesteak, chicken fingers, mozzarella sticks, bacon, french fries, fried eggs, ketchup, mayo, salt, pepper, all in a sandwich.
This is a messy sandwich, but it tastes amazing. Worth the mess.
You cannot find this sandwich on the West Coast.
So what do you do when you can't get your sandwich itch scratched? Open your own joint. Josh and Sal banded together with pal Jerry, you know, Turtle from Entourage, and Fat Sal's was born, right in the heart of Hollywood.
So this is such a break from the norm in LA, where people are eating kale salad and drinking juices. What we make here is delicious, it's savory, it's spicy, it's something different than you can get anywhere in LA.
And the flagship sub that started it all? The Fat Sal Sandwich. This is more than just lunch. It launched an empire. So who better to make it than Sal himself? It starts off with a 9-inch baguette, slathered in homemade garlic butter.
Pile on thin sliced roast beef. No one wants thick roast beef on their sandwich. Can't quite get a good bite on thick roast beef. Love roast beef, love warm roast beef, and that's why it's going into the oven right now.
Once it's warmed, the bread comes out of the oven, and Sal starts piling on all the ingredients that make it so fat.
Mozzarella sticks are delicious. Wait till you try them on a sandwich. It's incredible. I've been putting onion rings on everything ever since I was 5 years old. And I mean, onion rings just make things taste better. And French fries, why not just put it on the sandwich, eat it all at the same time? Let's get some mayo on here. Gotta have the mayo. And then the warm gravy on top of the mayo, it's delicious. So now we gotta close it, and we gotta make sure everything stays in it. There it is, my sandwich, the Fat Sal.
I love this sandwich. You can't find sandwiches like this anywhere else.
I'm tasting a lot of gravy and French fries, which is always a good combo. And then, you know, match that with the bread and the onions, and the roast beef is perfect.
I've never seen a sandwich with French fries in it. I love it.
I bet right about now you're thinking the Fat Sal is pretty fat. But that's because you haven't met his bigger, badder, fatter cousin, the Big Fat Fatty. This Herculean hoagie is more than 2 feet long and weighs in at 12 pounds.
We've got 1.5 pounds of cheesesteak, 5 cheeseburgers, 1.5 pounds of pastrami, 10 pieces of bacon, 5 eggs, 10 chicken fingers, a ton of onion rings, jalapeno poppers, chili marinara sauce, and a basket of fries, fat sauce. All on a 27-inch garlic hero. You know the old saying that less is more?
We don't believe in that.
This beast is only available if you're willing to take every single bite in 40 minutes or less.
We got the Big Fat Fatty.
Enter the contender, 5 feet 7 inches and 165 pounds of ravenous hunger. This could get messy.
You have 40 minutes or less to eat this sandwich. In 3 seconds, you will begin. 1, 2, 3, begin! Over 500 people have tried this challenge. Only 2 people have conquered it.
Hurry up and eat that sandwich!
Thank you, Walker. It takes one brave, adventurous, and amazing human being to eat this thing.
Oh my God.
Yeah, he can do it. Come on, give it up for this guy. Uh-oh. And it sets in.
This is obscene.
It is obscene.
No, I can't do it.
Whoa! He threw in the towel!
Get back in there.
The Big Fat Fatty is victorious with you. How do you feel right now?
Awful.
When it comes to the number of choices on a sandwich menu, size isn't everything. Do just one thing perfectly, and the world will line up for it.
Oh my God, it's so good.
It's genius.
Oakland, California has blossomed from San Francisco's scrubby stepsister to the coolest town in the Bay Area. And it may all be thanks to one pleasant young woman in a crazy blue wig.
Still rocking the blue hair.
Yep.
10 years and strong.
10 years and counting. I'm Big Soul Betty, and you gotta come try my fried chicken sandwich. It will blow your mind.
Oh my God, it's so good.
There's probably not a person in Oakland that doesn't know about Big Soul Betty's. Yeah. It's kind of an institution now in this city.
I came all the way from Colombia, and I'm amazed by how good it is.
My sister could not actually believe that it's true. There's a huge line all around the block just to get this sandwich.
Rather than overwhelm her customers with choices, Chef Allison Barakat, aka Bake Sale Betty, offers one thing and one thing only, her legendary fried chicken sandwich. Do people like it? Oh, they wig out.
This is the best chicken sandwich I've ever had.
Heavenly. Perfect.
It's genius.
How often can you catch lightning in a bottle? When you get something perfect, you don't need to do anything else.
I'm actually a vegetarian, but I'll cheat here.
Standing in line on Telegraph Avenue waiting for one of these babies has become a Bay Area rite of passage. And everyone agrees it's well worth the wait.
From the way they bread the chicken to the moisture of the chicken and the salad, it's perfection.
Allison actually never ate a lot of fried chicken growing up in Australia. She only learned how to make it in 2000 after landing a job at one of America's greatest restaurants.
I actually learned how to make this when I worked at Chez Panisse when I moved here from Australia, and it was one of my favorite things on the menu.
Learning to make fried chicken at Chez Panisse is kind of like getting guitar lessons from Jimi Hendrix. One taste of her tender bird, and you'll know Betty was a quick study. She starts with the rough stuff.
Give it a good pound.
After that vigorous massage, the flattened fowl gets a soothing buttermilk bath.
Buttermilk is what gives this fried chicken its awesome texture in the breading.
And then into Betty's special peppery seasoned flour coating.
You don't want too much of the buttermilk to fall off. And when you see all these wonderful wrinkles on the bottom, that's what's gonna make your chicken nice and crispy.
She gently fans that into the fryer.
First one in the pool. We're gonna gently lower these in, and they're bubbling away there to deliciousness.
And then it's time to start chopping up what may be the true MVP of this sandwich, the spicy slaw.
We use green cabbage, jalapenos that we leave the seeds in for that extra spice, red onions, and parsley.
And here's a handy cooking tip for using red onions the Betty way.
We need to get this nice and thin, and we soak it in apple cider vinegar, and that will take out the sharpness of the onion and also give you that nice pickling quality. It really helps counterbalance the richness of the fried chicken. So we let that soak in there for a couple minutes.
The chopped veggies get tossed in a simple vinaigrette made with Dijon mustard, high-quality olive oil, and the most important ingredient of all. No, not love, salt.
If you don't have enough of that, you're wasting your time.
Finally, the chicken and slaw get piled on to fresh baked bread. When Bake Sale Betty switched from hoagie rolls to round buns, it was like major news in the Bay Area.
And there you go, our wonderful, dynamic fried chicken sandwich, the one that you're gonna wait in line for around the block.
Yeah, you will. Sometimes as many as 1,000 people a day. Time to find out if this was time well spent.
Juicy and moist. And also the coleslaw is really spicy. It has nice pepper in it. It's really tasty.
I think it's a combo of the slaw and the peppers. I think it's a kind of a hit.
And every single time you come, you know that the sandwich is gonna be amazing.
First, you notice the tanginess of the slaw, a little spiciness with the jalapeno, the crunchiness of the chicken, and the bun is so good.
I could eat it every day.
Now we know what makes her sandwiches so great, but one question remains. What's with the blue wig?
The blue wig was something I started wearing when I went out to the farmer's market. Customers wanted to know who Betty was with the blue hair, so it became a signature, and I wear it every day.
You drive by, you don't see a sign, but you see the lady with the blue wig, and you know that's Bake Sale Betty's, and you know you're going to the right place.
So if you're looking for the best fried chicken sandwich this side of the Mississippi, it's not complicated. Why?
Because simple things in life are the best.
Simple things are also the ones that last. Like in New York City, where they say you could eat in a different restaurant every day for 12 years and never hit the same place twice. With that many choices, you'd think it'd be hard for a small Italian deli in Greenwich Village to stand out. Well, this little joint solved that problem by giving their shop time to catch on. How long? Oh, just over a century. No big deal.
Hi, I'm Eddie. Welcome to Faico's Italian Specialties.
Awesome. And what kind of food do you guys make?
Delicious.
Faico's was started in 1900, and they've been in their current location on Bleecker Street since the 40s. The shop has evolved over the years, but it's always been a neighborhood joint.
Well, I've lived here for 76 years. I've been coming here since I'm a child.
It's just amazing because sometimes it could be 3, 4 generations of families coming in, and it starts to make you feel a little bit old, but it's not. What are you gonna do?
Everybody comes here. The police come in here and get their sandwiches. NYPD, firemen come in here. The garbage men come in here. Doctors come in here. Anybody in the neighborhood, they come to Faico's because it's the best.
Today, there's still a full-fledged butcher shop, or as the locals say, a pork store. But they also serve pasta, vegetables, and sauces, all Faico's family recipes. Back in the 80s, they added a slew of Italian sandwiches to their already molto bene menu.
Yeah, the sandwiches are fairly new. We're only doing it for about 30 years now, compared to everything else that's been over 100.
This is the best sandwich I've had in New York City. It's outstanding.
If you're gonna call yourself a pork store, one that makes great sandwiches, then you better have some top-of-the-line meat inside. Faico's Italian Special does not disappoint. It's packed with some of the best cured meats straight from the old country.
First, we're gonna put prosciutto on. Prosciutto is a cured pork. It's a little salty. You know, most people like it sliced very thin. So that's the way we usually slice it for the sandwiches, because if it's sliced too thick, it could be a little tough.
Eddie also layers on capicola, or as the boys from the block would say, gabagool, along with the slices of sopressata, an Italian salami.
When we make the Italian, we could either do a hot sopressata or a sweet sopressata. Most people take the sweet sopressata. Yeah, I think it could convert a vegetarian. You might get one to try this.
Sweet and creamy fresh mozzarella is also layered on.
We've been making mozzarella here since, it's gotta be 40 years. Many stores, they don't make it themselves. They just buy it and it's refrigerated.
Lettuce, tomatoes, and house-made roasted peppers come next.
It doesn't get much more Italian than this.
The capper, salt, pepper, and a little red wine vinegar.
And that's the Italian Special, the best sandwich you're gonna get in New York.
Oh, it's delicious. You can taste the freshly sliced capicola, sopressata, prosciutto, and the bread is just, the seeded roll is so fresh.
I can't imagine a better sandwich. You know what's great? There's 3 kinds of meat in here. One salty, one smoky, and one spicy, and they mix together so good.
Delicious. Delicious.
Ooh. Maybe what you're looking for in a sandwich is something to stick to your ribs. Faico's has got what you need, just like Mama used to make. Obviously, New York City has plenty of decent Italian food, served by a bunch of Giovanni come-latelys. But Faico's has been perfecting their family recipes for more than 100 years.
This is some of the old flavor in New York. It's not going anywhere except in my stomach.
The chicken parm is a rib-sticking sub that's slathered in sauce better than Mama makes. Eddie slices thick bread sturdy enough to stand up to all that sauce.
We put on a nice generous amount on both sides of the bread. It's got a nice garlicky flavor. Tomatoes are a little, not sweet, but they have a nice flavor. They're not bitter. Very good. The next ingredient is the grated Romano cheese. It's aged about 6 months, the Romano cheese we use. We grate it here on the premises. Then we put the fresh homemade mozzarella. We don't put a very heavy amount of mozzarella because we don't want the sandwich to be too cheesy. We usually put just enough that it's just right.
The chicken cutlets are breaded and deep-fried in-house to order. They're topped with a bit more tomato sauce and put in the oven to melt the cheese. And then it's finito.
It's messy, but it tastes like heaven.
I love it. It's so good. I'm Italian, and this tomato sauce is like Mom makes.
We came 5 hours to get a bite of this sandwich.
Oh my God, that was so worth it.
I like the sauce with the basil inside, and the chicken has a very breader. The bread is delicious, like very Italian bread seasoning, and not just plain bread. This is Italian. It's really tasty, like a home. Oh, buono, come a casa, like a home.
You don't have to go to Italy to get this kind of stuff. It's right here. Believe me, it's right here. And it's the best.
Recreating the taste of the old country in your new surroundings is a uniquely American experience and the perfect segue for our next stop in Sandwich Paradise, to the desert. I'm feeling lucky. You know, Vegas is the place where you can see the Sphinx, the Eiffel Tower, and the Statue of Liberty all on the same street. But there's another monument here you might not know about. The most authentic Philly cheesesteak you can find outside the 215 area code at Hank's.
Yeah.
Owner Greg Pecca is so authentically Philly, the crack of his butt looks like the one in the Liberty Bell.
Oh, take it easy.
When Greg left the mean streets of Philly to settle in Vegas, he thought finding a new cheesesteak place would be easy. But every one he tried came up snake eyes. So he and his son took matters into their own hands, and Hank's was born.
My father grew up in Philly basically analyzing cheesesteaks because he loves them so much.
And we ate at every major South Philadelphia cheesesteak place there is and ever was.
So how well did they succeed in capturing that taste of home? Let these Philly transplants tell you.
Oh, that's the real deal.
I grew up eating with Pats and Geno's, and I think this is better.
I'm from back east, and I get it out here in Las Vegas now without having to fight the snow and the weather and put a winter coat on.
Look, if you can take the bread and squeeze a little bit, you see the grease and the cheese and the meat coming out from the back end. It's not a real Philly steak. Best Philly cheesesteak in Vegas.
Tourists and transplants from back east can't believe how well he's captured the spirit of brotherly love, especially in his MVP, the Philly Joe. Great steak.
At Hank's Philly Steaks, the kind of meat that we use is 100% U.S. steer ribeye roll. Steer ribeye is the very best.
This ribeye is pretty much like butter.
Ribeye has a higher marbled fat content than the sirloin you get at most Philly wannabes.
Believe it or not, the more marble it has, the more flavor it has, and the more tender it is. And this is loaded with marble, and it's very tender.
Then, and only then, do we get to the first word in cheesesteaks, the cheese.
The cheese we use is white American, and it's the gold standard for white American cheese. And we add the whiz to it. You gotta have the whiz with, and it brings the Philly steak to a whole new level. It is awesome. That's what makes a Philly cheesesteak what it is. It is what it is with the whiz.
Greg's devotion to authenticity has created a devoted cult following. When a Philly native eats one of these steaks, they get this look in their eye, almost like they've stepped into a time machine. And suddenly, they're back in the old neighborhood.
Almost indescribable. You got the gooiness of the cheese. You got the nice texture of that ribeye. Nice South Jersey roll. A little bit of onion for the kick. Like, can't get no better.
You get the mildness of the American, and then kind of like the little sharp kick of the whiz. Just ooey, it's gooey. It's exactly what you want in a sandwich.
The roll, out of this world. It's hard to find these type of rolls out here like this.
This bread is not made in Nevada. I can guarantee you that. And this ribeye, the way it's cut, it's delicious. It's not just scraps, it's cut. It has a great texture to it.
I'm a huge cheese fanatic, so this is really good.
So there you have it. Hank specializes in meaty, melty Philly favorites. One bite, and you're a fanatic for life.
I mean, you get the ribeye, you get the meat thinly sliced, lots of it. You get the cheese and the bread. I mean, the hoagie itself, right? That's what it's all about. It just holds everything together.
You think there's a better cheesesteak anywhere outside of Philly?
Forget about it.
This is a better steak than I've had at some of the shops in Philly.
We are Philly steaks. This is it.
But let's say it's an authentic taste of New Orleans you're after. What's a po' boy to do? We've got just the spot where the good times are on a roll. Away from the tourist traps and crowds of Bourbon Street, just a bead necklace throw from the local universities, sits Ye Olde College Inn.
It's really a great place to go to get the New Orleans feel and the great food that New Orleans has to offer.
I've been coming here since high school. I love the food here. The sandwiches are excellent.
It's been a staple here for my whole life.
Since 1933, they've been serving up the city's signature dish, the po' boy.
Po' boys are classic New Orleans dish. They're a part of the New Orleans culture. My family eats po' boys probably 2 to 3 times a week.
I've had subs before, hoagies, but po' boy this is the real thing.
Don't confuse po' boys with any other sandwich. And don't confuse the average po' boy with the award winners whipped up by chef and owner, Johnny Blanchard.
Here at Ye Olde College Inn, we weren't just content with deli meat. We certainly turned the po' boy world on its ear.
And they did it with their fried green tomato and shrimp po' boy, slathered in a spicy remoulade sauce. That fried green tomato and shrimp sandwich is the one that earned Ye Olde College Inn accolades all across the Crescent City. It's stuffed with fresh ingredients, many of which are grown right next door at the restaurant's urban farm.
Literally every day, something's being picked right here, harvested here and brought over to Ye Olde College Inn. Your fried green tomato po' boy has eggs in the egg wash right from these little laying hens.
Now that we know where all that freshness comes from, let's make some po' boys. This one starts with green Creole tomatoes.
Look at that tomato. Look at all the variegation there. Great, great stuff. And what makes it special, what makes the Creole tomato better than anything else on earth is that Mississippi mud.
Those tasty tomatoes get dunked in flour, egg wash, and breadcrumbs.
Now, you would say a green tomato. A green tomato is going to be tart. It's not going to taste right. But you drop it in this fryer, those sugars start to pop, that heat hits it, and it's just the most unbelievable flavor. Here we go. We're going to make a fried green tomato po' boy. It's po' boy time.
Now it's time for the most important ingredient in any po' boy, le bon pain, the good bread.
Leidenheimer French bread. That's where you start with a po' boy. The softness that goes on in the interior of the French bread, that's what soaks up all the flavors and all the juicy stuff that you're going to put on it.
Those crispy Creoles get layered one by one.
Now, what goes next? Shrimp. You need great Louisiana boiled shrimp. Remember, pile them high. If a few fall off, we just throw it on the plate.
It's shrimp, but not what you might expect in a standard po' boy.
Food is fun, and you can't get so caught up in the tradition that you lose sight of all the different obvious things that jump out at you. You gotta have fried shrimp on a po' boy. Well, no, we're gonna boil them, we're gonna make it cold, we're gonna take hot green tomatoes, we're gonna do the hot and cold thing. It's just like two different textures, right? Contrast things, have fun. So what would make this sandwich great? Remoulade sauce.
Remoulade is a French sauce made of mayo, paprika, and other seasonings, but the citizens of NOLA have claimed it for their own. It may be just a po' boy, but it's rich in history and flavor.
So good. The bread adds the perfect combination to a po' boy because it adds the crunch that helps to balance out the hard bread. So it tastes shrimp and the remoulade sauce, and it's dressed to perfection, and it has the fried green tomatoes on it. It is perfect.
New Orleans' best po' boy right here. You can't beat it.
The fried green tomatoes and the remoulade sauce is so good. The shrimp is as fresh as it can get.
To hang on to the best po' boy title, you have to be pretty inventive, but you can't forget the classic cider.
I mean, the oyster po' boy is the quintessential New Orleans meal.
Okay, so the oyster po' boy is a staple, but if you're the executive chef at Ye Olde College Inn, you kind of have to put a spin on it, right? But let's start at the beginning, with the oysters.
So the secret to a good fried oyster is using well-seasoned flour. So everyone in New Orleans has their own favorite seasoning or their own favorite recipe for Creole spice. Here at College Inn, we make our own. That's the secret. But if you come to College Inn, you can eat it on your oyster po' boy. It is a really good secret.
Those bivalve beauties are dipped into that top secret seasoned flour and dumped into the fryer. While they bubble to a golden brown, Chef Brad dresses that famous French bread.
Now the sandwich is ready for these hot, crispy, great oysters. So in New Orleans, this is a sandwich right here that you're gonna find pretty much everywhere. It's the oyster po' boy. But at the College Inn, we take it a step further and we add the smoked bacon and Havarti cheese. So this Havarti cheese here is super creamy and a little salty. It goes great with these oysters and bacon. All right, and the last step is to put it all together. This is the College Inn signature.
The cheese, the dressings, everything, but the main thing that stands out is the oysters. The oysters, fabulous.
This is so delicious. I can't tell you, all the flavors, the fried oysters, the lettuce, tomatoes, everything is so delicious.
The Olde College Inn, you can't beat it. It's got everything you need. Good eats, beer, friends, everything you want.
Meanwhile in Boston, one cafe is igniting a new American sandwich revolution.
Oh my God, it's really good.
With all this comfort food, I'm definitely in my happy place right now.
What food comes to mind when I say Boston? Cream pies? Lobster? Chowder? The correct answer is sandwiches, at least judging by the crowds at Beantown's #1 sandwich showcase, the Parish Cafe.
If somebody wants a great sandwich, come to the Parish Cafe.
Started back in 1991, owner Sean Simmons and his partner Gordon Wilcox hit up all the famous chefs of Boston to contribute a sandwich recipe, and the Parish Cafe was born.
These are the best of the best in the city of Boston on our menu. Right now, we have 7 James Beard Award winners on our menu.
This is sandwich heaven. I mean, they have all the greatest restaurants, greatest sandwiches all in one place.
And headlining this culinary Coachella since day one, Sean's own Meatloaf Club. Let's get cracking. Sean starts with 10 pounds of 80/20 ground beef, a half dozen eggs or so, a cup of mild Romano cheese, and a whole boatload of garlic.
It's just fresh ground garlic. Garlic is great with beef. Garlic's great with anything.
Then the seasoning, just salt, pepper, and the secret ingredient.
Okay, so this is the secret. These are chipotle peppers. It's a smoked Mexican pepper. This is what gives the meatloaf the kick, the flavor, and it kind of complements all the other ingredients I put in here. But this is it. This is the big daddy.
That all gets mixed up, loafed out, baked nice, and sliced thick.
Okay, when I slice the meatloaf, I like them nice and thick.
Then everything gets stacked together on a triple tier of Texas toast with crispy bacon and chipotle mayo, and served with the perfect sidekick, garlic mashed potatoes.
Straight from the Parish Cafe, Sean's Meatloaf Club, and that's me.
How do you like them apples?
Oh, that is a great sandwich. You can't quite get it all in the garage door at once. That is fantastic.
Flavorful. The meatloaf is moist. It works together. Just the contrast of flavors and textures. The spicy bacon with the soft meatloaf.
It just really reminds me of Saturday night at home growing up.
With all this comfort food, I'm definitely in my happy place right now.
These potatoes are so great. I'm just gonna slab right on the sandwich. That was a good decision.
There simply are no false moves on the Parish menu. One of the tastiest creations, the steak in blue, dreamt up by local culinary legend Chef Lydia Shire. It features slices of tenderloin so rare, the inside is as red as Big Poppy's socks.
Cook this probably about 15 minutes tops. It's gonna be rare.
And it's served on bread grilled in blue cheese butter.
It's a combination of a pound of butter to a pound of blue cheese crumbles.
The serious flavor heft of that red meat and sharp cheese is offset nicely by a refreshing marinated cabbage slaw.
Whoa! That really is good. Exceeded expectations.
Oh my God, it's heaven. The blue cheese really jumps out. And that steak, it's so rare.
The tenderloin's really, really nice. And the blue cheese cooked into the bread gives it a great flavor.
It's awesome. It's like, you can hear the crunch when you bite into that toast on there.
Great bread, great steak, great cheese. I don't know if there's much more to life besides that. Wow. Best meal I ever had in my life.
Yeah, they brought the 5-star restaurant to a sandwich.
It's not unusual to find the famous chefs who design these dishes eating at the Parish Cafe, like Rattlesnake Grill owner Brian Poe.
The fact that I'm on the menu here at the Parish is an honor. It's an amazing opportunity. It's like the Oscars, the Grammys.
His contribution to the menu? The Muy Delicioso Mexican Meatball Sandwich, served with a side of spicy anjou.
This is an awesome sandwich. When you bite into it, you get those flavors, you know, the chipotles, the cilantro, the garlic, everything, the tomatoes, everything just kind of really blends together well. I love it.
Coincidentally, Brian's a big fan of Sean's Meatloaf Club.
Yeah, it's such a great sandwich. It's simple, but it's so refined and so nice at the same time.
Game recognizes game. No doubt about it, the Parish Cafe really is a one-stop sandwich paradise, or as they say in Boston,
it's a wicked place.
Here's a hot tip for you racing fans. Bet your lunch money on this sandwich to win. Kentucky Derby is rich in history, but it's not all about horse racing and mint juleps and ladies in big hats. We're here to focus on the most important tradition of all, the hot brown sandwich.
Everything about it is quintessential Kentucky.
Oh, God.
Fabulous. The cheese explodes in your mouth.
I mean, this is good.
If you come to Louisville, you've got to get a hot brown.
What the cheesesteak is to Philly and the po' boy is to New Orleans, the hot brown is to Louisville. So naturally, it's the main dish at the place devoted to all things Kentucky, the Derby Cafe at Churchill Downs.
It's not only an iconic location, it's an iconic tradition in Kentucky to taste the hot brown. If you have not tasted one of these hot browns, you're missing something special.
The hot brown is served hot, but it's not really all that brown, and you have to eat it with a fork. Thereby hangs a tale. And like most interesting stories in Kentucky, bourbon figures prominently.
And they're off. It was created here in Louisville, Kentucky at the Brown Hotel. For guests who had drank a little too much one evening, the chef took what he had in hand and created this great, iconic dish.
Let's go back to the starting gate and build our own hot brown. Philip seasons turkey breast with thyme, garlic, and something sweet.
I put sugar on the turkey because it adds caramelization to the top of the turkey and sweetness to the meat, and that enhances the flavor of the sandwich.
While the turkey roasts, Philip gets saucy. Mornay saucy. Flour and butter are browned and then put together with cream and chicken broth. But it's the cheese that really makes this sauce a thoroughbred.
The Mornay sauce is a trifecta of cheeses. What's better than 3 cheeses? Parmesan, cheddar, and cream cheese. With the addition of egg yolks and nutmeg, the nutmeg adds to the flavor, the egg yolks add to the richness.
The roasted bird is sliced up, smothered in sauce, and then outfitted with a fancy hat of its own, made from fresh tomatoes and bacon. Now we're heading for the final turn. It's hot brown into the oven for 10 minutes, then garnished with a garland of more cheese and a little parsley, because, hey, that's kind of a vegetable. And the winner, by a fork, these lucky people.
And here you have it, our signature hot brown.
Bucket list.
And that's really just the beginning. As long as there's bread, there's no need to freak out over the overwhelming number of food choices out there. Relax, have a sandwich.